Hello. Well, let me tell you a few stories real quick before I get started. First off, I want to talk about my grandmother. My grandmother's been an oncology nurse at St. Clair Regional Medical Center for over 30 years now. She's been treating cancer patients that entire time. And she told me the other day when I sat down with her, the main point she says is, unfortunately, it's great people that she usually has to work with, or on per se. She talks about the struggle it is, the emotional attachment she gets with cancer patients. They come in because usually you have to have chemo treatments, 3 to 4 times a week. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 times a month. But either way, there becomes a personal connection with the two. And she talks about how great most of these patients are, and how unfortunate it is that these good people are dealt such a hard diagnosis. I'd also like to talk to you a little bit about a guy named Steve Hamilton. He was athletic director here at Morehead State University. He was a great man, one I got to grow very fond of and became great friends with over the time. A little background on him, since he's a Morehead State alumnus. He was one of 2 people to ever play in NBA Finals and World Series. Played for the New York Yankees at some point. My father worked there, so I became great friends with him, and he used to be my mentor. I'd come in from school, and I'd go into his office every day. Even if he was in the middle of a meeting, he'd call the meeting out, and he'd sit down and he'd talk to me, give me advice. He'd sit down every day, usually had some can of snuff or to chewing tobacco. Used to chew it a lot, and he was, like I said, he was one of my best friends that I had. Unfortunately, I'll never forget the day, December 2nd, in 1997, I got the phone call that he had passed away with the diagnosis of prostate cancer. It blows my mind. I know he chewed tobacco. You can see any picture you look up at him. He's been chewing tobacco. And yet, such a great man and such a big influence on my life, lost to a simple thing such as prostate cancer, something that has no cure. Everybody knows what cancer is. Usually it has a life sentence attached to it somewhat. You're usually not normal, even if you do make it. Like I said, cancer it's a general term. It's a general term for over 100 types of diseases. They duplicate, and grow rapidly and abnormally through your body. And eventually, they form tumors. It eventually gets in your bloodstream, and then it turns your tissues into tumors. There's also that metastatic cancer. You can get cancer, metastatic cancer, in your breasts, and it will go down into your, all over your body and other vital organs, and that's eventually what causes people to die. Skin Cancer Foundation, because skin cancer, melanoma, is the most common form of cancer. Skin Cancer Foundation said that half of men and a third of females will eventually get melanoma, and I think that's an unbelievable percentage, and it's very heartbreaking. 2 million people are diagnosed per year, and over the last 2 decades, melanoma has increased by 77%. That's just being out into the sun too long, tanning beds, and lack of sunblock or sun protection. The American Cancer Society said that 1 in 5 of these Americans will develop melanoma in general. And as far as percentage-wise, for the non-communicable diseases, cancer kills is 15%. It's 15%. That's 8 million deaths worldwide. American Cancer Society also said that in 2030 they expect it to be killing over 13 million people a year, and costing these people $290 billion. These are all projections, but it's a lot of money and a lot of deaths for something that we have no cure for. So let's look at things that we can do to help this situation out. The Journal of American Medical Association says that our obesity rate in America is 35%. That's an unbelievable fact right there. They also say, unfortunately, that the obesity rate, morbidly obesity rate, is almost 5%. 5 out of 100 people are so fat that that it's causing them to die. That's step one. You got to live a healthy lifestyle. We got to start the change of the cancer. The one thing that we can control is our own health by staying in shape, using sun protection, staying out of tanning beds, not chewing tobacco or smoking, and just trying to live a healthier lifestyle. My second point, or my second thing we can do to fix this whole situation, is donate your money. Of course, you know, I'm a college student. I can only afford a few dollars every now and then. But my few dollars I put in might find the cure, and so could yours. There are 3 main research institutes that I think that we should take a look at. The first one would be the Cancer Research Institute, and the second one would be American Institute for Cancer Research, and the third would be the American Cancer Society. I think that's more well known around the area. But we have to start making steps, whether it's getting in shape, quitting smoking, quitting chewing tobacco, protecting yourself from the sun. Those are all simple changes we can make. But please, let me persuade you, donate the money you can. Somebody out there is going to find the cure, and we're going to start saving millions of lives. Thank you.